This is the handle to a Dyson canister vacuum. If you've got one of these, you'll recognize it right away. I'm not here to rag on Dyson, because generally they make a pretty good sucky product. But it's not without its flaws, and this is one of them. As you can see, oh damn, it is totally hooped there. And the problem is, this, you see that white piece in there? Well, that moves around, so what that means is you can't really throw a bunch of glue in there and hope to clamp it up, because it'll seize up this slidey piece. So you're kind of screwed there. Problem with this whole unit is there's not enough meat here for all the twisty, torsiony action you get when you do your vacuuming. So I've had it break here, and then I've fixed that temporarily, and then it's broken on the other side. So both sides are flawed. In fact, you can maybe even see that there's a stress fracture. Not a fracture, but like it's stressing right there. So this is about to break on that side as well, probably. Now, Dyson has a 5-year warranty, so this isn't a problem, and this isn't a surprise to me because I've had 3 of these already. This is my 3rd one, but the vacuum is now 6 years old, and that means, of course, I can't get another one for free. Cost of these, I think, is around 20 or 30 bucks, which isn't hateful, but come on, should it really be breaking? I have tried multiple things in the past, from tape to glue, and they all end up failing. So I'm not paying for another one of these if I can help it. So what we're going to do is get to fix it. Unfortunately, this will require the help of a 3D printer, so I know I'm kind of leaving a bunch of people out in the dark there. Apologize for that in advance. So we're going to have to reinforce this in some serious way. Let's go and model something up. So I took a few measurements, and this is kind of what I've come up with. This is done in Blender, which is a free 3D modeling software package. Awesome, as far as I can tell anyway, because I haven't used anything else, so I'll take that with a grain of salt, I guess. But yeah, I like it. And so what we're going to do is wrap this around the barrel. These will go up the sides. As you can see, it's angled somewhat appropriately. I don't know if it's quite dead on, but it looks to be right. And we can just glue that whole business onto the vacuum, and hopefully that'll solidify it enough to keep from cracking. I also tapered the ends because I kind of got the feeling that this was going to impact where your thumb was, so I didn't want you chowdering up your thumbs while you're vacuuming. So we'll just export that and throw it on the printer, see what happens. Before we print this thing, we need to import it into something called Cura, which will take this model and turn it into G-code, which is what the printer understands. And you can see that it thinks it needs some support along the bottom here. I don't think that angle's actually a problem, so I'm not going to do that. But I will do, let's see here, a build plate adhesion. Instead of using skirt, which is just a little line around the model, we're going to use raft, which will create a nice base for that circle, because this is maybe get kind of heavy later. I don't know, but I want it stuck down good. So that's what we're going to do. And we can slice that and then have a look at what it's going to print. And you can see that yellow circle around there, that's the raft. So I think that's going to do a good job in supporting that structure. And here is the final product. Not too bad, if I do say so myself. And let's just give it a fit. See what it's like. Whoa, just slightly off on the angle there, but nothing a little squeeze and glue can't fix. So we just have to glue that in place, and we'll give that a go. So I'm going to use cyanoacrylate for this, or CA glue. I also have some bottle of accelerant here, which will help speed the process a little bit. Yeah, I think you could use epoxy as well, but I like the stuff for bonding the PLA plastic that comes off the printer here. It sticks good to that stuff, like real good. So the way I think I'll do this is I'm going to apply the accelerant here and then the glue here onto this piece, fit them together and hold, and hopefully I don't become part of the vacuum handle myself. It's always possible. Alright, I'm going to be pretty generous with this stuff. I'm hoping it'll squeeze out from the edge a tiny bit. Okay, make sure it goes on the right way. Here we go. Is that right? Yes. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. On there, and then... Oh, the accelerant makes things go fast. Very fast. Fuck. Okay. It's crazy. Alright, I don't think I need to do much more than that. It's gonna hold. Yeah, I got smooed at the same time. Okay, we'll just add a little bit here. Okay, it looks a little bit ugly. And this spray bottle sucks. Alright. Oh, that's a mess, man. I got a lot on my hands there. I think we could just do a little edge treatment if we needed to, but I really think, based on how much ended up on my hands, that I don't need to do that. So, yeah, let's leave it at that. So here's a happy fact. You can use acetone to remove the CA glue from your hands. It has to be acetone, mind you. It can't just be... I think you can get other nail polish removers that are not acetone based, so make sure it's acetone. It'll soften it up and allow it to come off pretty easy. You can also soak it off, but too much time. Plus the acetone will make you a little loopy. Oh, I frickin' hate the feeling of CA glue on your hands. It's gross. So, yeah, it doesn't take too much to come off though. Yeah, much better. Alright, let's make vacuum go now. So you can be as rough and twisty as you want. I don't think that's coming off. I think we've got a fairly good handle on this now. If you are interested in making one for your very own, I will put the files on Thingiverse and a link down below for you. Even if you don't have this vacuum or this problem, one thing this does illustrate is how damn handy that 3D printer is. I'm actually pretty shocked at how often I use it for stupid little shit like this. It is amazingly useful. Hopefully you found this interesting and or helpful. Thanks for watching. Cheers. First person vacuuming! Watch for new titles on PS5 this fall.